and I'm so excited to just share a couple of tips for tonight's new moon in Virgo. And I've kept it really, really simple. So these are some things that you can do to just really, really put into motion what the new moon is telling us. And Virgo is a sign of, perfectionism and, sensuality and health. And I know we have a lot of Virgos in here, so if you are a Virgo, say hello. But I woke up this morning with this sudden urge to get my life in order. I don't know if you've been feeling it too. It started like late last night, and as soon as I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my God, I have to clean. I have to do this. I have to like pay this bill. It was just like I was on efficiency overload. And now, after I checked my calendar, I'm like, duh, it's a new moon tonight. Of course, my energy is getting ready. So, here are 3 tips. And if you're new to my community and you just joined and you're like, who the heck is this lady? I just want to say welcome. We have a lot of fun here, and my intention is to create content and share content with you that empowers you to live your best life and to have amazing relationships, starting with your spirit, with your soul, your relationship to yourself. Okay, so that's what we're about in here. And if you have any resources that connect to empowerment, feel free to share them in our group. Tip number 1 is clean. So the 3 C's: clean, clear clutter, and create systems. So let's break those down a little bit. Clean is kind of self-explanatory. That corner that's been bugging you, if you've got a dusty front door. I did a video in here a while ago about how every week I encourage you to, clean the entrance to your home. It's just a really great symbol of how things come into your life or go out of your life. So clean, 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 anything that you're guided to. And also, we don't think about it a lot, but our cell phones carry a lot of nastiness on them. So if it's been a while since you've taken a wipey and just cleaned off this can be a talisman for energy. So it's how we communicate with the world, it's how we share and express. So if you think of an intent as you clear your phone, you are clearing all of the things that are blocking you from, receiving opportunities and communicating your message. Okay? And then the second one is clear clutter. And I'm not just talking about physical clutter, although that certainly does apply. So if there's a pile that's driving you nuts, if you have a bunch of receipts in your purse or your wallet that you've been meaning to sort or toss, this is a great day to do it. But other things, right? Emotional clutter. What I love to do and what I suggest with private clients is get a sheet of paper out and write down everything that is in your head that you feel like is holding you back or is taking up valuable space. And it could be a person, it could be an experience, something that happened recently that you haven't processed, someone you need to forgive, right? Like all that annoying stuff, write it down, even if it doesn't make any sense and it's not categorized, okay? Because the act of writing it down is the first step in clearing it. Have those uncomfortable conversations with people that you have energy with, right? It can be really hard to be the bigger person and just pick up the phone and be like, hey, we need to talk. This is bothering me. Or, you know what? I actually said this. I really meant this. And just cleaning up how we communicate, right? And clearing out that emotional debris and clutter as well as the physical. Now, clearing also includes the spiritual. So if you are like me and you have you're like the crystal lady. Some people are the cat lady or the dog lady. I'm the crystal lady. I have these all around my house. Sometimes I find them and I'm like, oh, that's where that rose quartz is. They need to be cleared as well. And the easiest thing to do on a new moon or a full moon is to leave them out under the moonlight outside and just say a prayer, right? Ask that any energy that's been held for the last 30 days be released from the crystal. And then after that, you can program your crystal to help you with something specific over these next 30 days. So like amethyst is really good for attracting soulmates. It's also a wealth stone, so it's really good if you want to pull in more money. And speaking of money, if you want more money, if money has seemed like, it's coming in and it's coming in, but it's also going out and it's going out, then you're going to love the live stream I'm doing tomorrow. So I have a new course coming up later this month called Energize Your Wealth Space. And we're going to do feng shui, but also space clearing and deep journaling questions to help you pull in more money. So clear your crystals. I also clear my jewelry, okay? This is in honor of the new moon today. If there's any jewels that you wear often, like I'm wearing my engagement ring every freaking day, I need to clear it, okay? And you can do the same ritual, leave it out in a bowl in the moonlight, or if you don't feel comfortable leaving your jewels outside, you can also, use some Palo Santo spray and light a candle and do a ritual clearing. That works just as well. If you haven't already downloaded the new moon gift that I put together for all of you, you need to. The link is in the description. It's absolutely free, and this is one of my favorite things to do. It involves candles and releasing the past and welcoming in new. Okay, then let's talk about the last one, which is really important. Virgo loves systems. Create systems. Where do you have chaos? I'll just give you guys an example. So I do these energy boosts called gold treatments, and I have a gold treatment station. I do these at a distance, and I have now like hundreds of different people and like buildings and businesses that I do these for on a regular basis, and I needed to create a system, and I'd been putting it off and putting it off, and it ended up like being really frustrating because I had to rewrite everybody's name and birthday and addresses because I couldn't find the original paper because it was just madness. So the system I created was I got these little bags from Sephora when people gave me Sephora gift cards, kind of random, but they're small. And I just categorized. I'm like, the name starts from like A to H. Everybody that fits that category is going in there. And then, I through S is here. Businesses are here. And it has made a huge difference over the last 48 hours. So that's just an example. But where are you leaking time, money, and energy because you're being too lazy and you need a system? Create a system. It can be simple. But it has to make sense to you, and you have to be willing to be consistent, because the name of the game with this new moon is efficiency. What's going to help you have more energy and be more efficient and show up more as yourself? If you're wasting time trying to find a name or find an address, you can see that as wasting time, which is also sending a message out to the universe that you are not a priority and that you're not important, right? And that things can take forever because, you're too lazy to create a system. Anyways, that's my rant. Let's go over those tips again. Number one is clean your space. Clean out those wallets, clean out your home, clean out those pockets that are nasty and have dust. I also did that. That felt really great. Tip number two is clear clutter. Physical clutter, emotional clutter. Write those things down that bother you and then create a ritual around them. You can use mine or you can do your own to let that go. And then finally create systems just because. And that is it. So I would love to hear from you. Do you have any favorite things that you do every new moon or every full moon that really helps you to feel more like yourself, more alive? I would love for you to share that with us. Maybe there's a prayer, or maybe there's like a certain like card deck that you like to use, or even just like a ritual, like you do this thing, in the bath, right, with some salts. Share with us. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be coming back on, most likely in the morning, but you guys will see it on the feed, to talk about wealth and wealth energy and abundance energy. And it's not just about money, right? It's about this vibration and frequency of receptivity. If you're not open to receive, if there's a cap to how much you allow yourself to receive, then, we have to be aware of that and aware of what could be causing that so that you don't block your abundance in terms of opportunities, in terms of money, in terms of the people that want to support and help you, because it's time for everybody to shine and you deserve it. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to chatting with you all tomorrow.